officially the first day of summer. It is Wednesday, June the 21st, 2023. Happy summer solstice day. I am having a little reset week in the life of a teacher. You can't see it, but if you were to look more closely at those shelves back there, there's a ton of dust on them. The little cabinet that I have in the corner need to be reorganized, and I am working on a piles and piles of laundry right now because I definitely am not a minimalist when it comes to clothing. And so one of the things that I always have to do when school's out is get caught up on laundry, because I tend to just sort of like wear things and keep wearing other things instead of washing the things. So I'm working on that. I actually need to go change the laundry out right now while I'm thinking about it. The day. So that noise in the background is my Roomba, by the way, which we've gotten running on a schedule again because the dog hair was insane when Joe swept it up the other day. It was like a whole nother dog in our house, so it was kind of scary. Anyway, I'm thinking about it. I'm getting ready to have a coaching session for my channel with Madison Campbell. Shout out to Madison. I've been following her for a while now, and she started doing coaching with me last year, and she's wonderful. She's so positive, and she's given me so many great suggestions, some of which I've been able to do and some that I'm still working on, but I definitely appreciate her help with my channel. So I'm gonna do that at 10 o'clock. Yesterday, I started working on establishing my summer routine, but I'm really slow. I've just noticed that when I work on a new routine, I can't do everything in the first day. So I made my little list yesterday and I checked off half of it. So today I'm gonna try to work on the other part. I'm working on a huge assignment right now for my grad classes. So yeah, I'm going to be spending most of the day working on that and changing out laundry. It's supposed to rain this week, which is actually really good for my plants. My garden has been a little bit neglected when it comes to watering in the last few weeks. It's doing okay, but it could definitely use the extra rain. But we have a tropical low coming in, and it's just gonna bring us some long rain for several days in a row, and our temperatures are going to be a little lower. So I'm hoping that my climbing rose in the front blooms again, because when the temperatures dip like that, it usually causes it to bloom. It does really well in the spring and in the fall, or random spotty days where we have a few days of cool weather. So it's doing really, really well. I'll show it to you a little bit later today. It has just climbed all over the place, and I'm actually starting to weave it in through my front stairwell now because it's gotten so long. So yeah, I probably need to do it again because we've had a lot of rain and we're having more. So anyway, so that's what I'm up to for today. Yesterday was a lot of devotions. I spent an extra long time in my devotions because I just really felt like I needed it after the busyness that we've had. And I set some goals for myself for the summer and for the next year. I feel for teachers, we sort of have this new year that happens in January, but then we also have the new year that happens in the summertime where we reflect on our school year and then, get things straightened up, organized, cleaned up, and head into the new year of school with a different mindset. So I feel I'm experiencing that new year kind of feeling right now. And I like to sit down and write my goals and see where I've been and where I'm going. So I worked on that yesterday. Our school system is doing Leader in Me, which if you're a Leader in Me school, shout out to you. I love Leader in Me. It's based on the work of Stephen Covey and the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, but it's modified for teachers and classrooms of students. So as the beginning of that, we had training just for our personal setting our goals and our personal mission and things like that. So I worked on that workbook a little bit yesterday as I was thinking about my new year, and just spent a lot of quiet time reflecting, which was good. but because I spent that extended time, I didn't get to everything on my list. So I've got a lot of reading to do today, got a writing and like later this afternoon, and tomorrow I'm going to be writing all day long probably. So I will try to vlog, but it might all look the same. So yeah, I'm doing just sort of a reset of my house. I always like scrub and clean different areas of my house, and I can't get it all done in one day. Like maybe when I was 20, I used to be able to do that, but we also have a lot bigger home now than I did when I was in my 20s. So, you know, there's a lot of nooks and crannies and things that need to be like addressed. So I'm just gonna probably take this week as, instead of a reset day, I'm gonna take it as a reset week. So I'll just film little bits and pieces of things as I go, and hopefully you will enjoy it. So let's go see Daddy.
He'll deliver these pitches and he'll get on the horn with Chris Walsh with a telephone. Is it just me or did the kiosk that see Harold Castro was grounded out to short?
Good morning. Today is Thursday, the 22nd of June, and it is a very rainy day today. It has been raining for several days now, on and off. A tropical storm came in, and rain has just been kind of sitting here. We had some sunny moments yesterday, and I went for a walk with Baxter, which was really great. So nice to just have that freedom to go exercise whenever, instead of feeling like I have to squeeze it in somewhere in my schedule for work. So I'm enjoying that. I'm also enjoying the fact that I'm back on my summer schedule for sleep, which is my favorite. I love going to bed at like 11:30 and getting up at like 7:30. It's like my personal niche for sleep, and I just feel ideal. Like literally when I go to bed at 11:30, I just kind of wake up naturally at like 7 or 7:30 in the morning, and I just feel so refreshed and all my mitochondria are restored. Not like when I am at school and I am up and finishing things, and then I don't know. My bedtime is kind of all over the place during the school year. I try to have it like a set time, but I don't know. I think it's something I really need to improve on in the new year. I'm getting enough sleep most of the time, but it's not consistent. And I think that's one of the issues. It's like I've got things going on, and some nights I just stay up too late, and I really need to quit that because then it catches up to me later now that I'm not 20 anymore. So anyway, glad to be back in my ideal sleep schedule. I really need to not spend too much time scrolling on my phone this morning because I need to write a paper. I think I'm going to do some reading this morning for it, and then I'm going to get dressed, and I have to go drop off my Nuuly order so that I can get more clothes, which I'm excited about. And then I'm going to head to the coffee shop and try to do some writing in the coffee shop because I really like that ambiance for writing. I seem to work much quicker. It's really important that I get through this paper today as much as possible, because if I don't get it done today, then there's a good chance I will not be able to go on Saturday inspecting with Joe, which means that he will have to do that job by himself, and I don't want him to have to do that by himself. So I have 2 more assignments that are due on Sunday, and I feel like they're not going to be as intense as what I'm working on right now. The one I'm doing right now is a literature review, and it requires me to read like a lot of information and synthesize it, and then write a paper that's, kind of lengthy. And so, once I get this one over, the other 2 are not that intense, but I feel like I definitely need 2 days to do them so that I can have a life and not be working from sunup until sundown. And I've pretty much I have taken breaks, but I've pretty much been focused on schoolwork the last several days. So that's why I haven't vlogged too much, because it's all looked the same pretty much. I'm sitting in a chair reading and typing on my computer. So I don't know, I'm getting caught up, and once I get everything done that's due on Sunday night, then next week I will have a more reasonable kind of summer routine going on. So I just keep reminding myself this is so that I can have time next week to do what I want. So anyway, if I'm at the coffee shop, I'll feel like that's fun and a nice atmosphere for working in, and on a rainy day that's kind of appealing. So anyway, I am gonna stop at the grocery on the way back, so I need to take a look at my pantry. There have been a lot of things that we have run out of since I organized my pantry, and I just want to see what kind of things I might be able to pick up that aren't going to break the bank, that could help me make some easy and quick meals this summer. So let's take a look. Okay, so looks like my brown sugar is empty, but I do have something that I can put in there. My quinoa, I need a bag of quinoa. I need some pastas, penne. What else is up here? Protein bars have spaghetti in them. Lovely. That needs to be fixed. Dried beans, I'm okay. What is this? Oats, I'm okay. Walnuts, that's already on my list. I am out of garlic powder, oregano, Greek seasoning, and Italian seasoning. Almonds are on my list. I do not have pistachios on my list. I'll probably wait because that would be expensive to buy both of those in one time. Okay, That's good. Add those few things to my grocery list and I'm gonna go ahead and head out. It's a few hours later. I have worked on my paper, and it's time to take a break. I went and dropped off my guitar to get it fixed because I have a few minor issues with it that I've been needing to take care of for a long time. And so I went ahead and dropped it off at the service center, got myself an ice cream at the DQ, and now I am headed into the grocery to do our grocery shopping for the next couple of weeks. Several hours later, big grocery shopping on the way home. I hope Joe's ready to help me lug all these up those stairs. It is 11:30 at night and I am home, still working on my paper. I think I'm going to end the vlog off here because I obviously still need to be focused on this work, but the house has groceries. I only have one load of laundry left to catch up on, and we've done quite a bit of cleaning, straightening this week, so I'm feeling pretty good about things. We're getting back on track, and as soon as I get this paper done, I can go to bed for the night. So I will see you in the next vlog. Everybody, no matter where you're at, don't forget to work hard, be kind, and amazing things will happen. Bye-bye.